He started as a petty thief in the slums of Medellin, but within 2 decades, he became one of the most powerful, most feared, and most idolized criminals the world has ever seen. His empire stretched across continents. His influence reached into governments. His name struck fear into the hearts of presidents, police chiefs, and even his own allies. He could give a house to a poor mother in the morning and have a judge assassinated before sunset. This is not fiction. This is the story of Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria, the man who ruled Colombia with cocaine, bullets, and billions. Some called him a savior, others monsters, but all agreed on one thing. He was the king of cocaine. This is a full story, unfiltered, detailed, and devastating. The rise and fall of the world's deadliest drug lord. Pablo was born on December 1st, 1949, in Rio Negro, Colombia, and raised in the nearby city of Medellin, a place deeply divided by wealth. His mother was a schoolteacher, his father a farmer. Their income was modest, but Pablo wanted more. He grew up during a violent time in Colombia's history, a period called La Violencia, a decade-long civil war that killed over 200,000 people. He learned early that power belonged to those who seized it, not those who waited for it. Even as a teenager, Pablo was dealing in contraband, stealing cars, selling fake diplomas, and forging documents. He once told a friend, "I'm going to be president of Colombia, or the richest man in the world." That dream would soon become a deadly obsession. In the early 1970s, cocaine wasn't yet the global commodity it would become, but Escobar saw the future. He teamed up with Carlos Letter and other rising traffickers to create a transport system that moved cocaine from Colombia through the Bahamas and into Miami. They bribed customs officials, used small airplanes that landed on private ranches, and smuggled hundreds of kilos at a time. One early pilot recalled, "We were paid $5,000 per kilo delivered. We'd fly in 300 at a time. It was insane." Pablo quickly eliminated his rivals. He preferred loyalty, but tolerated betrayal with bullets. He understood every detail of the operation, where to hide chemicals, how to launder money, who to kill, and when. As cocaine exploded in popularity in the U.S., the Medellin Cartel became a billion-dollar monster. By the late 1970s, Escobar wasn't just a trafficker, he was a kingmaker. He created labs in the jungle, protected by armed guards, hidden from satellites. They processed thousands of kilos of cocaine per day. To ship it out, he used planes, boats, trucks, and even mules. Some were hidden inside coffins, tires, and dolls. Escobar's innovation was logistics and scale. He ran the Medellin Cartel like a multinational corporation with accountants, security divisions, and marketing strategies. He paid pilots extra if they risked flying directly into U.S. airspace. His product was so pure, so profitable, and so addictive that it reshaped the American criminal landscape. And every time a shipment landed, he made millions. By 1982, he was shipping an estimated 15 tons of cocaine per day. Despite his brutality, Pablo Escobar was also deeply human to those he chose. He was married to Maria Victoria, and now at just 26 years old, they had 2 children, Juan Pablo and Manuela. To them, he was not a monster. He was a doting father. He built a zoo for his kids, gave them gifts no one else could afford. He once burned $2 million in cash just to keep his daughter warm during a cold night in hiding. He prayed before meals. He kissed his mother on the cheek. He hosted dinners with priests and politicians. This contrast, family man versus killer, was what made him so terrifying. Escobar believed he was doing good, even as he left a trail of corpses behind. Pablo didn't just want wealth. He wanted recognition. In 1982, he was elected as an alternate member of Colombia's Congress. He posed as a legitimate businessman, donating to infrastructure and sponsoring sports teams. His ultimate goal? To prevent extradition to the U.S., the only country that could truly punish him. But his political rise made enemies. Justice Minister Rodrigo Lara Bonilla began investigating Escobar's finances and connections. In 1984, Lara was assassinated, shot 6 times while driving home. The murder shocked the nation. Escobar was expelled from Congress, and Colombia's war against its most powerful citizen had officially begun. Escobar responded with terror. Between 1984 and 1993, Colombia endured a nightmare. Over 4,000 people were killed. Politicians, judges, journalists, and police. In 1989, he bombed the Diaz building in Bogota, killing over 50 people. He ordered the bombing of Avianca Flight 203, killing 110 civilians, to target one political enemy. The Medellin Cartel assassinated over 600 police officers. They placed car bombs, executed entire families, and used children as informants. Pablo didn't just fight the state. He replaced it. In some cities, he had more firepower than the army. Medellin became known as the murder capital of the world. By 1991, with the nation bleeding, the government agreed to negotiate. Escobar surrendered on his terms. No extradition, no shared cell. Instead, he built his own jail, La Catedral, complete with billiard rooms, a disco, a bar, a jacuzzi, and a private soccer field. From within its walls, he continued to command the cartel, conduct assassinations, and hold parties. But when he tortured and killed 2 cartel associates inside the prison, the government acted. As troops surrounded the Hilltop facility in 1992, Escobar escaped into the night without firing a shot. For the next 16 months, Escobar was on the run. He changed hideouts weekly, used voice-activated security, and relied on family for messages. But he was now hunted by Colombian special forces, the DEA, CIA, and a ruthless vigilante group called Los Pepes, made up of enemies, former allies, and funded by the rival Cali Cartel. Los Pepes launched a brutal campaign, killing dozens of Escobar's lawyers, friends, and accountants. They leaked intelligence to the Colombian forces in the U.S., slowly tightening the noose. On December 2nd, 1993, Escobar made a critical mistake. He used a satellite phone to call his son. The signal was traced to a middle-class neighborhood in Medellin. A special police unit, Search Block, moved in as the team breached the building. Escobar fled to the rooftop. There was a shootout. 3 bullets hit him, 1 in the leg, 1 in the torso, and 1 clean through his ear. Whether he was shot by police or took his own life remains debated. But the photo of his dead body, sprawled on a rooftop, marked the end of an era. Escobar was gone, but his impact endured. The Medellin Cartel collapsed, only to be replaced briefly by the Cali Cartel and later Mexican syndicates like the Sinaloa Cartel. Colombia struggled to rebuild. The violence subsided, but the scars remained: mass graves, broken families, and corrupted institutions. Escobar's story became legend. Tourists now visit his grave, his mansion, and even selfie spots where people pose with hippos he illegally imported. TV shows like Narcos reignited interest, but often romanticized his crimes. Escobar was not a hero. He was a man who built an empire on addiction, fear, and blood. His life is a warning that absolute power corrupts absolutely. Pablo Escobar wasn't just a criminal. He was a force of history, a man who held a country hostage with drugs and terror. But what's most terrifying isn't that a man like him existed, it's that he thrived. That system failed. That entire cities obeyed him. What do you think? Was Escobar just a product of a broken system, or the architect of it? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're fascinated by stories that reveal the darkest sides of power, violence, and ambition, subscribe now, tap the bell, and share this video with a friend. The story of Pablo Escobar may be over, but the shadow of what he created still lingers.